Across parts of the country for the rest of this week, with between 60 and 80% chances of rainfall predicted for Gauteng. Joburg Emergency Services saying they're on standby for any eventuality. For more on this, we're joined by SYNOCK MATOBAKO from the city of Joburg EMS spokesperson. SYNOCK, thank you for being with us. Just tell us what is expected.
We're currently monitoring the areas that are prone to floods when we have such rainfall. And we haven't actually seen any incident of flooding. We are most fortunate with that, but we don't rule out the possibility of flooding in those areas. And we monitor the situation on a daily basis and in communication with South African weather services just to update us as to, how many rain is going to fall during a certain period, and we start preparing ourselves in line with what is expected. And we haven't seen anything, areas that are common with flooding. It will be low-lying bridges where we normally have flooding, and we also have Jaske, which is very problematic, when we have a rainfall of this magnitude. We're monitoring all the rivers around Joburg where we normally see flooding when it rains, and also we're monitoring the roads. And we haven't received any complaint of flooding or anything. There are some streets and some few houses that are being flooded in Alexander, but it's not something significant. And we continue to monitor the situation.
All right, so we're showing visuals, but that is Gauteng in the Vaal area. We're now talking about the sort of Joburg area. And SYNOCK, it's been very wet, a lot of rainfall. So tell us exactly what can be expected for the next few days. Is this going to just get all the more intense?
Yeah, what is expected is that if it continues raining like the way it's been raining, we are definitely going to have floods like I've said. And, the areas that I've mentioned, around Situata and Alexander Jaske, that's where we normally have serious problems around. Cape Town will also have problems around that. We just appealing to community members that are actually staying at low-lying areas next to the rivers, just to monitor the river levels, and then also to inform us as the emergency service as soon as the water levels start rising, and also to evacuate their houses. But it's very critical and very important that people should start taking things that they know that are very important. I hear in the earlier interviews that, one family is looking, they have lost school uniform and school books. Those are critical. IDs, are very important. So we appeal to community members that they should start taking those things and put them in the plastic and let them, put them in the higher places so that when the house is flooded and then you don't lose those important documents.
And any advice for motorists?
With motorists, we know that when it's raining like this, the roads are very wet, and they need to reduce the speed limit, and then also keep a safe following distance, and then switch on the headlights. And then if they come into a road that is flooded, we are appealing, because we have seen in the past where motorists have actually persisted, even where as an emergency service we have actually barricaded the road for them not to pass, but they will insist on their own and try to cross the roads that are flooded and then insert, on those roads. So it's very important for them to make a U-turn. You rather be late than being sorry, be safe and then move away from all flooded roads. And to also bottle up and always put on their seatbelt, and also to concentrate on the road, because when it's raining, like I said, the road is very slippery.
SYNOCK, finally, I've been to Alexander and I've seen those shacks that are washed completely away when the Jaske rises. You said you're appealing to people to take care, but are there any officials actively going out and warning those people who are very vulnerable along that river?
We're definitely doing that. We are actually communicating, and we are very fortunate and very happy to have you actually assisting in terms of us passing the message of safety and awareness around the community, to say that we're saying that they should just be looking the water levels around those areas. We also have our disaster management officers that are also going into areas, talking to councillors and talking to community leaders, just to make the community aware in terms of what they need to do as soon as it starts raining, that they monitor the water level and then evacuate as soon as possible. And we also want to appeal from our community. You know that it's problematic, especially around informal settlement when it comes to water supply, because there's no infrastructure, there's no water supply around informal settlement. People who will rather build next to the river so that they can access water. We just appealing to them that they should just move away from the river bank and then build a bit higher away from that, because that actually puts their life in risk if they build next to the river banks.
All right, thank you very much, SYNOCK Matobako, City of Joburg Emergency Spokesperson. Now, police